Hello, welcome to another great episode of Shameless Plug. It is I, Xavier, joined by two very special guests today.
Yes, sir.
We have
Thank you.
Max Epros and Gabe Goated. We had like 20 minutes of the show recorded, but it's messed up because Zoom is terrible and the world hates us, but we're trucking through it because we're amazing and we're going to give you a good show. So if we seem like we're not that energetic about these first topics, it's because we already talked about them.
You have to listen to him tell this damn story again.
We're going to have to listen to Gabe tell stories again. And I'm going to have to make jokes again and make fun of him again. And it's not the same, but it's okay. So where do we leave off? Well, this is one of the last episodes, if not the last episode, where Gabe will be here in person because he is off to Atlanta.
Yeah, I'm going to college. HBCU boys, talk to me nice.
Going to college, Clark, Atlanta. So we will all wish him, a happy freshman year, luck-filled freshman year. And before we left off last time, you were telling us about your recent trip to Lollapalooza.
Yeah, in Chicago. Yeah, man, Windy City. I went to Lollapalooza with my uncle, Xavier's cousin.
Yes, sir.
And it was a fun trip. The main thing was obviously, if you've been on Twitter, a lot of you guys probably saw this, but they decided to have Playboi Carti perform, and then 2 hours later, Miley Cyrus headline.
Not 2 hours after the performance.
2 hours after Carti's performance was Miley's.
Dang.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, wow.
So Carti's probably ended at like 7 something. I think it ended at like 7:30. 7:30. Yeah, probably ended at like 7:30. And then Miley was at 8:45. So yeah. And so a lot of Miley fans were there for the Carti show, and I'm hoping, and those moms talking, I'm like, it might get a little crazy.
And they were there to reserve their seats.
Yeah, and usually concerts aren't too crazy at first. It's usually at the end. However, he decides to start with Stop Breathing, and then he did On That Time right after.
Oh yeah,
right time with a Draco, bitch.
And you sent me the videos of you in the mosh pit.
It was those weren't even the crazy. That was the only time. That was the lowest it got. That was the only time I felt comfortable taking my phone out without it getting like knocked out my hands. Yeah, it was crazier than that.
And if that was the lowest time, then I feel really bad for those little girls because they were in the front row trying to see Miley Cyrus whenever she got on stage, and sounded like it was crazy. What's funny to me is when you told the story the first time, I made a joke that like, did you like severely injure the little girl and her mom that you were talking to? And then
it was a different kid, but yeah.
But yeah, he actually elbowed a woman in the face.
I got pushed and like my elbow like hit her. It like hit her like right here.
Oh my God, he hit her in the jaw, bro, by accident.
Like, jaw. It was like ear jaw area, I think. My fault. She was fine. I was.
She smooth.
I kept apologizing while everyone else is just turning up around us. I'm whispering her like, I'm sorry.
My fault. You bad as hell though.
Cool. She was like a child.
I'm completely joking. Completely kidding.
Like, oh shit, my bad.
But yeah. So you saw Playboi Carti, and we'll talk about the other performance too. But you should probably tell the other story before we talk about that.
Oh, Young
and
Thug?
the baby. So I meant the one about you on the rooftop.
Oh yeah. So one. Outside of just being at Lala, for one, I mean, I did multiple things, went to museums and stuff because I wasn't getting to Lala till like 4 o'clock on days because the morning performances just kind of whatever.
Yeah.
So we decided
all the light skin R&B singers usually.
Yeah. We decided to just go around the city. Went to museum, Art Institute, which they had a good Basquiat and they had a Murakami piece I like. Anyway, I digress. So one night we decide after Lala, we're gonna go to the rooftop. First night, it was lame.
Of your hotel?
Creepy guy. The rooftop of our hotel, yes. It has a bar up there, I should mention. First night was lame, whatever. Second night, Vic Mensa's DJing. I didn't realize it.
Oh, he DJ'd at your hotel?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was at a different hotel.
No. Vic Mensa's DJing. He was playing. He was a very good DJ.
Mm-hmm.
Like the way, like his mixing and stuff was great.
Yeah.
He was better than most of the DJs that were at Lala, I'd say.
That's pretty good. We're happy for him. Good for Vic.
He's good at something.
I never thought that there'd be a time where he would be like cooler than Chance after Chance blew up, but just
the environment there, it would have been even more people there. Chance was.
Well, that's because it's Chicago, but at a purely musical, I know Vince from Chicago too, but maybe Max will agree with me on this. I think Vic is cooler now, just off.
Which isn't even saying much, unfortunately.
Well, Gabe said he was cool. You actually got to talk to him.
Yeah, I got to.
Well, cool as in like nice cool guy, cool.
Yeah, he's definitely a nice guy for sure.
Guy. That kind of.
But
cool.
I mean, I'm sure so is Chance. I'm sure.
I mean, yeah, Chance is a cool guy. We've had stories about him on the show all the time, but it's just his music and the way he's getting sued because of that last album.
Yeah.
I just know that he doesn't have as much social currency as he used to. But yeah.
Yeah, if there's anyone I want to get addicted to drugs again, it's him. But
so bad.
Terrible.
Terrible, but for the greater good. Nah. So we're on the rooftop. You know, I meet some cool people. We're nice people. We're just talking. You know, drinking, having fun.
He really stressed that they were Ivy League people the first time.
Yeah, well, it had to do. I think that had to do with the conversation that I'll get to it. They started talking to this guy.
Okay.
This guy. Anyway, I'll leave for a second. I don't know where I went. I don't even remember. But they start talking to this older guy, and he's talking about, I'm celebrating my birthday and retirement. And I'm like, how old are you? He's like 31. I was like, you retired at 31? So this company for over $100 million. And I Googled it. I Googled him. All this adds up. And he until he says, yo, you know, drinks on me. So he gives us his card.
He hands you his card.
He hands somebody, not me. He hands somebody else. American Express? I didn't get it. I don't know.
Black card.
Probably. Yeah, I think it was a metal card.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't plastic.
The platinum.
It wasn't plastic.
Yeah.
And so, you know, we get the drinks and then we look, he's gone. And I'm like, where is he testing us? Or it was like the way he was gone, I'm like, is this like not his card?
He's testing your honor as a knight.
Hey, you want to go out and test people's honor?
Name on it matched up to his name and stuff. Because I'm like, is this not his card? He was like, try some sneak shit.
Mm-hmm.
Everything added up, whatever. We ended up leaving the bar. We're like, oh, he's gone. But we didn't like realize that we had his card at first. We ended up leaving, trying to go somewhere else. The other places were all filled to capacity and we weren't trying to wait an hour. Places were closing soon anyway. And so because at this point, it's like 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning. We end up going to 7-Eleven. They end up using his card to buy stuff.
But you didn't get anything.
Actually, I got something to drink, but they said they were paying. I didn't realize they were using his card. Anyway, digress.
I didn't know. I didn't know, officer.
I got a couple Gatorades because I wasn't drunk. I just had too much pop, you know, caffeine drunk.
I had too much soda, so I got a Gatorade.
Since I'm underage, I can't drink alcohol, obviously.
Oh, okay.
And,
got you.
Obviously,
okay.
Wink, wink.
My bad.
Yeah, and then we had to leave his card at
He's giving you guys the politically correct version of this story because the first time he told the story, he was like, "Yeah, I was drinking a Lollapalooza.
Oh yeah,
I'm young as
I was
fuck.
shit-faced.
I used his credit card to buy strippers.
I elbowed this bitch in the fucking face.
I didn't say anything.
yeah. I knocked this little girl in the face, and like it was amazing. He's telling you this very sanitized version. That's why you have one to know.
I'm the quicker version, sir.
The baby's so cool.
Yeah, he's like, I'm sad they canceled the baby.
It was cool.
He's a real nigga.
I did not. Stop.
His words, not mine.
I did not call the. There was never a time where I would have called the baby a real nigga.
Oh, well, all right.
Except for when he was wearing a diaper when he performed.
When he was Big Baby Jesus.
Yeah, that was cool.
Anyway, yeah, thank you for telling us the sanitized version.
Well, I want to say something about this.
Okay.
I Googled the guy too. Such a sick Wikipedia.
Yeah, so cool, right?
We can't really say his name.
Every conservative checkmark you could think of.
Oh, it's funny because Gabe was really stressing that this guy like said he wasn't a conservative. He's like, I'm only libertarian. Like, marry who you want, just don't tax me. But we all know
if you're on audio, but
on his
dude,
on
every check mark.
Yeah, I mean, where he's from and all that shit.
Where he's from, what he does, how he is rich, what his grandparents did, who his family is.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you got to meet him, Gabriel. And one funny thing about their interaction is he like thanks you.
He thanked me for. Oh yeah, I didn't even say this the first time, so Max, you didn't hear this. He thanked me, or maybe you did, but he thanked me for not accusing him of being racist. He didn't say anything about.
Yeah.
He didn't say anything about race. So
millionaires are down bad, huh?
Racist. The people I was with, there was only one white person.
Yeah, I just sold his company for $180 million, and he's down bad.
Here's the breakdown, guys. Gabriel was with 2 Asian people, a white person, and who else?
And then me.
And then him. And he only thanked you. Do you thank the Asian people?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Got you. I just wanted to know if you thank the Asian people. Yeah. Thank you so much for not thinking I was racist. But anyway, yeah.
I also still think you are.
Yeah, right. Who says that? Who says that?
Racist people.
I guess. Interesting. Well, thank you, Shameless Plug listeners, for thinking we're not racist. But
probably me.
Anyway, no, all the racist stuff you said isn't on.
Okay,
I deleted it.
Yeah, I had a whole rant. It was
not that he actually is racist. He just doesn't date certain women. It's okay. But anyway, so thank you for telling us the story. But what was really interesting about the story, first time we were talking about it, is because it segued perfectly into our discussion of the baby. Because you were supposed to see the baby at Lollapalooza.
Saw Young Thug instead, which I would have seen Young Thug anyway, but they moved him to the baby's time, and I wouldn't.
Oh, they didn't even replace him; they just moved.
They replaced him with G Herbo. Yes.
Oh,
G Herbo was very good. He brought out Chance actually.
That's a good deal.
Yeah, he brought out Chance only for PTSD.
Yeah, Chicago.
They did that song, and then G Herbo, when he did Rollin', that shit was hype.
Oh shit, dude.
Good song. Yeah.
Did he? But Young Thug took the baby slot though, time slot.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was supposed to be at like
took
5. He was supposed to be at like 4, and then they moved him to 9. Young
Whoa, the
Thug,
fact that he didn't have it in the first place is concerning.
Wait, was the baby gonna be on the main stage?
no, he was gonna be on the second to base stage.
Oh, second to okay. All right.
On the opposite side. Everybody I saw except for Young Thug was good. Rico Nasty was great.
You said Young Thug wasn't good because he was doing his new.
He was doing a lot of songs with new album. He ended it well. He started pretty okay. It was the middle, and it was just a mess. It just didn't end up working. People were leaving. People kind of booed when he ended.
Yeah, he was previewing stuff from his new album, I think called Punk, and I haven't heard the snippets.
It's hard to listen to unreleased music.
But at a concert, you do not want to hear unreleased music.
Especially a guy like Thug who has enough music. Like Rico Nasty did an unreleased song, but it was hard. The Rico Nasty unreleased song was a banger.
Well, yeah, but you're right. And but Thug has so many classics.
He only old song I remember him doing was Check. Only like older song he did was Check. Older than like 2019.
That's the best one. But I think also a lot of guys, like if they don't already have a lot of music out and people are like clamoring for new music, they'll do it. It's cool if they do a new one, I think.
Yeah,
but
like Uzi when he did it.
Yeah,
was cool.
yeah. Young Thug has something like every year he probably has an album, so it's not like you're, itching and scratching to hear a new Young Thug song.
No, and Young Thug, Young Thug unreleased isn't as it's not monumental.
Not at all.
But the Young Thug, we still rock with him, still cool. But let's talk about the baby real quick, just because it has been a long time since we've done the show. Technical difficulties, you already know that. But pretty interesting news about the baby update I just read. Apparently it happened earlier today. He deleted his apology from his Instagram page, which is so amazing to me because to go out of your way to retract an apology is so much effort just to be petty, bro. Like, and it's not even like it's a debate. Like he's in the wrong. I guess you could debate it, but like he's in the wrong.
Not really.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you can't. It's a human rights thing. So. He's kind of an asshole. There's not much we disagree on, if anything. Yeah. But what do you guys think?
Yeah, are we? Should we be surprised?
Yes, because he's an idiot. I know he thinks that, but I can't believe that he would be so stupid enough to say it, and that his hype man would be so fucking stupid to co-sign it. When he said like, "Shout out if you're not sucking dick in the parking lot," his hype man was like, "Hell yeah!" Fucking idiot.
He's also the baby's hype man. That's.
I mean, I guess, but like,
I think when there's a lot of things we discussed in this show are like darkly funny. Yeah, but one thing that was,
and we get political, so it's relevant.
Yeah. No, I mean, he said wrong things, and he's a hateful guy who shouldn't be, tolerated. But like he apparently he was like, if you don't have AIDS right now, put your phones up. And he's like, let me clarify. I'm trying to talk bad about gay people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He said if you don't have AIDS, then he followed it up by saying if you a nigga not sucking dick.
Yeah, like if you're gonna be rude, like you can excuse that a little bit. I mean, I hate to say this, but like he's a rapper, he'd probably get a pass.
He would have gotten away with the AIDS thing barely.
He would have got away with the dick thing. It's the combination.
Yeah, he might have. Right. The combination of the two is what made it.
Then to be like,
then a nigga threw a shoe at him as he said right after he said that.
Good, but
shout out to him.
What the fuck?
Someone did George Bush him. But I am so confused as to why someone who's that popular at the height of their career would do something like that. I always thought that, he was a little more savvy than a lot of the other, performers from the SoundCloud era that he preceded or that he came around afterwards. He just seemed like a star, like similar to Roddy Ricch.
It was weird.
Well, it's because he was doing non-mumble rap, like the complete opposite of mumble rap after we had a huge, wave tsunami of mumble rap. And his narrative of killing a guy in Walmart made it so like, everyone was interested. And then his antics on top of that and, his voice, and women loved him when he first came out. And it was a perfect storm for him to be a mainstay superpower in the rap game. And he's a fucking idiot. Like, I disagree with the things he says, obviously, but it's like, I'm trying to get into his head because like, I don't have any opinions like that, but if I did, and I were that famous, why would I?
I did the same thing. I was trying to get in his head.
Well, I just think it's like, he wasn't even like I think you could think of that as being logical of like, okay, my starlight's almost about to go out, my flame's almost flickered away.
It wasn't.
Right. I was about to say it wasn't, dude.
He's been around for like position, 2 years. Really.
Yeah,
I mean, he was around as Big Baby Jesus, but he's been a mainstream artist for like 2 years, bro.
He wasn't even in that position. It's like, I get it if it's like NLE Choppa doing dumb shit, or
yes,
someone else. I mean, you could name a dozen people.
and not that NLE Choppa would do that. He's more tolerant, but
no. I just mean in the position,
someone of the baby
career-wise.
stature. Yes,
Yeah.
and the baby was way ahead of NLE Choppa. Let's just make that clear.
Yeah.
And second of all, I want to clarify this too. I don't know who the baby thinks he is, but there are no the baby fans. Okay, people who listen to the baby listen to rap. He's not Doja Cat, where Doja Cat can say "fuck niggas," "I hate black men," and it's okay because no black men listen to her. I mean, no straight black guys listen to her that much. I mean, we do, but you know what I mean. So she can do that and be fine.
We literally have to
not make fun of anybody because nobody fucks with him.
Well, his fan base is kind of like frat adjacent almost. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, super frat adjacent. Yeah.
But like Doja, I'm comparing this to the Doja Cat thing. And obviously what the baby said was, well, I don't know. I'm not going to get into if it was worse, but it was really bad. But Doja Cat, it's okay when she does it because her fans, are dedicated to her and she knows
maybe
that.
this. Could you see? Okay, if his fan base is kind of frat adjacent, don't you think these dumbasses would like love a whole "they're trying to cancel me" narrative?
I think. Well, I don't think.
It doesn't work. But like,
he's not playing 4D chess. I'm gonna say that right now. So
somebody on Twitter was trying to say he was trying to create some sort of like. They compared it to Kanye, which is to say some sort of like career like cycle of like.
I'm gonna get deleted. I'm gonna get canceled from all these festivals.
So then he's gonna come out. He's gonna come out with an amazing album.
Yeah,
like a redemption album, like how Tory Lanez, like how Tory Lanez released his amazing critically acclaimed album after he shot Meg Thee Stallion that we're all talking about today.
Yeah, everyone likes it still too.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Also, it's not the baby. If it's Kanye West, it's one thing, but this is the baby.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like come on.
And what Kanye West did, let's be honest, was way more tame than what the baby did.
Yeah, because there's also, you could question his like mental state. You can't hear. He's clearly like saying with his chest, "Fuck."
And it's not an opinion, bro. It's not an opinion. It's a human rights thing.
We're supposed to have the baby on the show this week, and we have to cancel.
Yeah, we had to kick the baby off the show. I don't think
we're gonna pay him so much.
But I'm really upset by this because rap, right? Okay, rap is one of the only genres where you can still get a pass for saying some fucked up things in your music, And the baby fell into the category of rappers that can get away with that, and it's usually rappers who are hood and are more like, they have a rap sheet, like the baby killed a guy. No one's going to tell him what he can and can't say. That gets to his head. And so he thinks that translates to corporate America and the world. It does not. Every corporation has a bottom line that they're not going to risk you over. Yeah. And I heard a really, really stupid point made on 107.5 in Detroit. Yeah. And I don't care who's listening to this if they're affiliated.
Go ahead.
But he said, like, we don't see other rappers getting canceled for calling women hoes or disrespecting other black men. And it's like, that's so fucking, he said, so why are we canceling the baby? And it just made me really upset because it's like, yeah, the only line wants there about black people because he's black, but he's not gay. And he's never proven to be an ally to gay people. So he can't say that shit.
That's like, honestly, that's so similar when people are like, police kill white people. It's like they go protest. They go cancel these other rappers,
I'm getting this is like the most animated and opinionated I've been on the show in a long time. But I'm really upset by this too because I think I applied to work there, and I think they just never got back to me. So is this the people you're hiring? Like, you're going the way of the baby. So whatever.
Well, I just want to say too, I was listening to someone talk about this from the opposite kind of spectrum of like a white YouTuber guy.
Yeah.
And he was like, he's like YouTube voice. We can't really be surprised when a rapper's homophobic. And it's like,
that's just racist.
Yeah, but it's not even like, there is a bit of more nuance to the whole like homophobia in hip hop. I don't want to even consider it that. This isn't homophobia in hip hop. This is a fucking dumb guy. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. Like the homophobia in hip hop thing, retroactively, there's a case to be made. But in the nuanced. current climate, no one took it that personally. People thought it was, more so tongue in cheek in how they talk to each other in their lives. But the baby didn't prove that it's personal.
Not even in a song. He didn't say in a song like, using gay as a synonym for bad, or like
that's what I'm saying.
The F slur.
He made it personal.
He said in a performance without a song playing, essentially, fuck gay people. You know what I'm saying? This isn't about hip hop. It's not about hip hop at all. That's my point, kind of. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
it started with hip hop because we give them passes. We give them passes because of how they grew up and everything like that. And truth be told, a lot of white people give them passes because white people aren't going to do the whole, like, you know, he's gay or he's black but he's homophobic, so I can't listen.
They're not
they don't
expecting
care.
much. Unfortunately, they're not expecting much from these guys.
Right. The black community that, obviously white people are, going to be vocal for if he says homophobic stuff, not in a song. But like, there are more activists in the black community online that get more worked up about his lyrics and, rightfully so. But, yeah, now he just alienated himself with those white listeners, like you said. Like, who says that shit on stage?
Yeah.
And I feel bad for his family or his daughter or whoever because, I'm sure he's getting money in whatever other ways. But to be canceled from Lollapalooza, what else? Rolling Loud? Or
it was 6 festivals total.
He got knocked off of 6 festivals.
They're like making up festivals to cancel this nigga from.
So far. Yeah, bro. It's like.
Well, I'll tell you what, he won't be at Plugfest.
No, he won't.
Yeah, he wasn't going to headline, of course. We got,
No, we got Doja Cat for that.
Yeah.
But the baby is banned.
Also, I saw a worse point about the DaBaby thing that you saw. I saw a lot of niggas was posed to this, and I'm not saying that, certain people are more homophobic than others. I'll get to that in another time.
Well, also, I wanted to shout out to Gabe for bringing the firework Fago to the office.
You see it.
But you're saying black people are homophobic?
$7 an episode, maybe?
No.
Okay. No, I'm not saying. No, I was not saying that. But I saw multiple people repost. Why can we cancel DaBaby and not Lil Nas X? And it was like people were. I saw at least 20 people put that on their Instagram stories. Like the post.
Such a bad point.
I'm like, what did Lil Nas X do? Lil Nas X is just gay. Nobody's canceling DaBaby because he's straight.
Dude, I never want to hear.
So we're gonna cancel the police officer that killed George Floyd, but we're not gonna cancel George Floyd.
Right.
He's been canceled. Dude, I don't want to hear the word cancel ever again. I don't want to hear cancel culture. I don't want to hear.
Mute it on Twitter, bro. Make your life better. I did it.
I don't want to hear this.
Maybe I should.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to hear it on the news. I don't want to hear my older relatives mention the word cancel. Just
because let's be honest, folks. Usually, in a lot of times, in a lot of contexts, cancel means nothing.
Yeah.
But for performers, it's a little more substantial. Like in a rapper, it's a little more substantial.
But people always say somebody's getting canceled and nothing happens.
Because
you know what else too?
Yeah.
People view this like now this is he should be canceled or whatever, but like now he's a sacrificial lamb. Now you can say things like, okay, we just solved homophobia in hip hop, or we just, I don't know. It's just like,
no, he's not. I don't think he's a lamb in that regard. I think he's more of a sacrificial lamb in the fact that homophobia in hip hop, especially with hood dudes, is going to be scrutinized more than it was before. Like, Dirk could say like them niggas gay and no one's going to bat an eye. But now after this DaBaby stunt, people are going to look at that a little more critically is my prediction. And I mean,
I think you're right, actually.
Yeah, they're open to, I hope they do, but it's just kind of, I do think homophobia in hip hop should be eradicated completely. But what DaBaby did probably just accelerated it in the hood regard for artists who want to cross over.
Yeah, I guess that's good then.
Yeah, it's good in that respect. I just don't want to see anyone suffer retroactively. Like, I don't want Dirk or someone's old catalog to be like, banned from, this and that. Obviously, I'm not part of the LGBTQ community, but, a lot of their old songs, they might have some problematic lyrics, but, they're fan favorites. And I don't know, we just might be living in a different time. And, if the songs do get canceled, so be it. But
yeah.
We will see. But I said that I wasn't going to be that opinionated because I've been chilling out this past couple weeks, but I take it back. That DaBaby story pissed me off just off the sheer stupidity involved. Because it's not, I know we have a time limit and I know we need to go to the next topic, but it's not just DaBaby, bro. He has a family and he has a team and he has people that get paid when he tours. And that's not just his friends. That's the lighting. That's the audio. That's the video. That's people recording. There's a whole fucking army of people, right? That aren't getting paychecks now because of what he's done.
Yeah.
I don't know. Damn. Really grinds my gears. I guess because I'm working a backstage environment, I'm taking it more personal, but whatever. All right. Well,
imagine if you were gay, you'd probably take it even more personal.
Could you imagine? But anyway, I guess we've said all we had to say about the baby topic. Are we gonna still listen to the baby even if we?
I wasn't listening to the
I
baby
never
before
did,
this.
motherfucker.
Well, I guess nothing was lost here.
Yeah, my life is the same.
Yeah, my life is exactly the same too.
Yeah.
But this also goes to show what we talked about in our last Zoom episode where you thought his thing with Megan was staged. No, he's just dumb. He does the
What thing with
thing
Megan?
where he was beefing with Megan because he made a song with Tory Lanez.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and Max was saying, it might be staged beef for promo. No, he's a dumbass. Because not only was the Tory Lanez thing a bad look, but he had to be homophobic. So he hates women. Okay, okay. And then on top of that, he's homophobic too. Okay, whatever, guys, whatever.
I know plenty of niggas like that.
I
guess, but if how responsible, damn, if he didn't kill a guy and I was on his crew, I would have a mind to have a word with him. But because he has killed someone, I will shut my goofy ass up. All right, next topic. Yeah. So,
wait, real quick.
Yes.
Back to Lollapalooza for a second. Tyler's set was very good. Miley Cyrus' set was very good. She brought out Shameless Plug fan favorite Kid Leroy.
Yeah, let's go, Kid Leroy. How do you do?
He sounded really good. I ain't gonna lie.
Really?
Like vocally, yeah. I don't know if it was. I don't know if it was the auto tune or what. It sounded very good. You can probably find it on YouTube.
I hope he got our snack basket we sent backstage.
Yeah, we put it on his rider.
Yeah, maybe so. Post Malone, his performance was good. He had a lot of fireworks and cool stuff like that. But yeah, again, everybody was good but Thug. Freddie Gibbs was okay. He was just okay.
He's probably not a lot. He's probably more for an intimate setting. He's not a festival.
That's all it was. Yeah. He was funny, of course. Freddie Gibbs is hilarious.
Yeah.
But, yeah, everybody was good.
Freddie Gibbs open mic.
Good. Shout out Tyler, man. He put a lot of effort into his set. He had a boat on the stage, and it was
Oh, so yeah, you got to see "Call Me If You Get Lost" live.
Yeah.
How were the songs?
It was good. The most hype song was probably "Run It Up" in terms of
really.
Live. So it's live.
Oh wow, I would have guessed Corso.
He came out to that, so it's mostly people on their phones.
Yeah.
But it was very good. He brought out the Igor outfit. He
with the pink suit.
I think he wore blue, but yeah.
Oh, with the bangs,
baby blue one, and the full suit. He brought that back. He did some. He did fucking Tron Cat.
Dang.
Oh, shit.
I might know all the words though.
He did Bimmer?
Yeah.
Dang.
Holy shit. Okay,
brought it back. He stopped Tron Cat before he got to the pregnant woman line. He still had the other line though.
He didn't pull it to baby. Well, he's gay, so he can say whatever he wants. But
he really can.
Yeah.
Niggas invincible.
But I'm glad you got to see that because I really want to see "Call Me If You Get Lost" live. Well, he was on the main stage, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
He was the headliner that night.
Good stuff.
Very good set.
Well, that's actually a perfect segue into Max's topic.
Oh yeah.
So you can introduce this
Max's topic. Okay.
My topic. Yeah. I'll preface by saying, with how much time I have left before the recording stops. If you know me at all personally, I was obsessed with Odd Future in middle school and early high school. Really, really obsessed. Just huge fan, biggest fan I knew personally. Oh, a gift of Zoom.
Let's
remove
go.
the Corey limit.
What did I tell you? What did I tell you?
Oh shit!
Very good calls, Amy. There we go. Okay, so no time limit. Anyway,
it actually makes it so much cooler. I'm not anxious anymore.
Yeah,
sigh of relief. Yeah, if you knew me, you know I was a big fan of Odd Future, Tyler the Creator. As I've grown up, I've kind of re-examined Tyler as he's grown too, and my obsession, and I've kind of cooled out a little bit, clearly. And I've kind of done a 180 a little bit. He kind of annoys me now, and even if the music's good, even if he's funny or whatever, doing cool things, he just kind of maybe it's my personal connection. Maybe it's me being ashamed of how annoying I was as a 14-year-old or whatever.
We've talked about this at length on a few episodes and even just in person, but it was interesting that you brought it up today because what was he on a radio show where he was talking to
Ebro. He was talking to Ebro. And
imagine getting that passionate on Ebro. Well, I just get passionate on Shameless Plug, so you know what? You're right. Yeah, he was passionate on Ebro. I'm
Ebro. So he was talking to Ebro about he always does this thing in interviews. He's been doing it for 10 fucking years about how how successful he is, how talented he is, how he's not like anyone else, yada yada yada. Yeah. But there was one line that people were sharing on Twitter that really stuck out to me. It was probably his PR team pushing it in headlines and stuff. But he was saying people don't appreciate me and what I've done for music. People don't appreciate the legacy I've left on music and how I've changed rap music how it is now. And I want my fucking flowers. He talks, and I don't know. I just I was listening to him talk, and annoyingness aside, antics aside, I just don't think he's right. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he's had a big influence on popular music, especially rap. But
the sound of rap, no, but personalities, maybe how rap.
But
I said the same thing.
It's a debate.
About this
it's a debate for sure. But no, I mean, I still just don't.
Well, this is what the show's for. Damn it.
Yeah, I know. I'm just.
Let's debate it. Well, you said not the music so much, just aesthetically.
The aesthetic.
I agree completely, because the skating. I know Pharrell did it, yada, but different era, complete different era. Tyler, for the internet age, solidified the young people making groups.
So, yeah, Supreme got more popular because of him.
He did put
Supreme's true.
Put Supreme on.
Black people weren't wearing Vans before that, nigga.
Black people were not wearing Vans until, I mean, some were before anyone gets the comments and says I was wearing Vans and black women hated me. I'm talking
exactly.
I'm talking about most, but yes, most cool black people didn't wear Vans until Odd Future.
A lot of the black people we think of, they won't be like, I wear these because of Tyler, but it's like
subconscious.
It's
subconscious, true.
Yeah.
Okay, but, so
it might be harder for him. I hate to do this to you. I hate bringing this up. It might be harder for him to see because he's white.
Yeah, because the white people.
Yeah,
maybe. All right.
White people who dig like Tyler are the worst.
And the white people, well, also because Tyler didn't do anything new for white people's image.
That's true.
So, and Odd Future didn't do anything new for white people's image. So I think the impact might be a little less felt, especially where we're from. But musically, I agree with you, Max. Because
right. Listen to this though. Either way. He specifically said music, and I think he's completely wrong on the music part. So maybe people are wearing Vans, maybe different kinds of people are wearing different kinds of clothes and skateboarding or whatever. I don't know. Like you said, I'm not really one to say, but I think music is something.
I mean, you could still say, but I do think that aesthetically, he made an impact with black kids a lot. But musically, I think people tried, but they can't.
Either way, what kind of flowers doesn't he already? Well, what kind of recognition or praise does he not already get that he needs? You know what I'm saying?
I know he got a Grammy for Igor too, so I'm kind of confused as to what machine is holding him back. He did a commercial with Coca-Cola, and he
has Converse shoes. He does whatever the fuck he wants, and he still complains. You know what I'm saying?
He has a Nike thing.
Well, no, it's Converse is Nike.
Oh, Converse is Nike.
Yeah. He's right. But he just does whatever he wants anyway, and still complains. You know what I'm saying?
I don't even know if it's complaint. Well, you know what? It is complaining in a sense, but whenever Tyler complained, I always viewed it as it's someone he's ranting about personally.
Yeah, he just doesn't want to say who.
He just doesn't want to say who it is. I never really got the impression that he cared about the machine holding him back, because he never got passionate about the fact that he was controversial. He only gets passionate about really personal stuff. When Taco, or not Taco, when Haji Beats disrespected him at Camp Flognaw. He came on stage at Camp Flognaw and said, I put niggas on and they want to disrespect, Well,
then who said this to him recently? I don't know.
I don't know, but I saw this. It wouldn't surprise me.
I saw this point that that he made this whole album, the one that came out a few months ago, as a way to kind of reinstate himself in a rap culture that likes rapping a lot more than it used to.
Oh, because of how how hood niggas kind of brought rapping back.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, and
he said he started rapping because of Griselda.
Well, he did put 4-2 Doug on the album too.
Yeah. No, I mean, look, we talked about. I didn't dislike it even. But people were saying the whole having a DJ drama, doing everything, and the tongue in cheek kind of I'm just not really trying that hard, but I still rap better than everyone,
Yeah.
Whatever you want to say, however annoying you might find it, that he is a good rapper. I'm not going to say he's not musically.
He's a great rapper.
I'm not going to say he's not musically talented at all.
But he's so talented creatively and rap wise that he didn't have enough of an impact. He didn't have an impact because no one can do what he does.
And that's fine.
Nigga, you sound like Tyler.
Yeah, you would call them out.
The truth is, that's fine. I don't like him complaining. And the conversation I even wanted to have too was
Earl Sweatshirt had way more impact.
Way more. I mean, at least some music I listen to. But think about this: how many guys from let's say 2010 to 2014 how many guys have a lasting impact musically?
Yeah, you mentioned that too, and that's a good point. Like no one from that backpack era that we were talking about on like
we've talked about
episode
before,
47 or something. I forgot the number. That's how long it's been. But on one of the last episodes we did in person, I was talking about how no one respects the backpack rapper anymore. And you brought up a good point. Like people from 2010 to 14 had no impact except like Drake.
And that kind of barely counts because he like was before that and is after that too.
Before. Well, yeah.
He's also just an
like
anomaly.
he's been the whole time.
Yeah, it's not because of his sound, it's because he's Drake.
Yeah, right, right.
I was gonna say anyone who's relevant from that 2010 to 2014 era is relevant because like, you know, they have fans, not because they really started a wave.
Exactly.
And
yeah.
I think that's kind of sad.
It's weird. Yeah, it's weird.
I like, you know, no one like people disrespect Big Sean. That's how we got on the conversation in the first place. But even like, you know, J. Cole didn't impact anyone. It's still relevant. Joey Badass didn't really impact.
No, because Joey Badass has a very 90s sound.
Bro, Kendrick didn't even. What influence did Kendrick really have?
Well, I don't.
Kendrick's influence would be like way in the future.
Yeah,
dude, no, he's one of the best. This isn't a dig on people personally. It's just like the influence conversation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I get.
And this is the segue too into the Isaiah Rashad album, because
okay, yeah,
he's kind of like the closest you get. You know, he's the closest you get to that kind of influence still permeating today. And there aren't even like Isaiah Rashad stands out. A lot of the reason is because no one really sounds like him because no one does that anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He had a good album and he's very talented, but I don't know. He's the closest you really get to a guy who is influenced by people from that era. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know what? Isaiah Rashad is a standout of someone who had a clear influence of that backpack 2010, 2014.
And that's really it to me.
But I think that is only because that music isn't getting a mainstream push anymore because those rappers aren't as disposable. I think there are a lot of rappers who are influenced from that era, but they're on those Instagram pages that you hate.
True.
So they're on like Sleeping on Gems. They're on Our Generation's music, Hip Hop by Numbers, like the stuff that other white people listen to, kind of. You know what I mean? So I think that they're just not marketed as heavily, which is another, you know, conversation in and of itself. Why aren't they? But yeah, their impact definitely is subdued compared to previous classes and generations.
Yeah. So the thing that's my point. Like to say that like Tyler, you know, as much as I think he was annoying and kind of complaining, like it's not even his fault really. I just don't think he doesn't really have that much. You know, it's not
his fault, but the problem is like it's not a Tyler issue. I think it's a class issue because it's like I think rap now, especially with how much more political and woke entertainment has been these past few days, rap is kind of seen as a rags to riches, working man to, you know, millionaire pipeline industry now. No one wants to hear, you know, the 2012, 2010, 14, Big Sean, Childish Gambino, Wale, Big Crit. Like, I was different. I didn't stand out. Like, people just, there's a class shift where it's like, no one wants to hear your middle class, you know, issues. And I'm not saying all those rappers were middle class, but the reason they resonated in that backpack era with a lot of people that were like, you know, just listening to rap for the first time is because it wasn't explicitly hood. And that's just not, it's not compelling in this climate.
No, because rap is it's ironic almost to say that it's like American through and through, but like to have a group of people go from very low class, probably the lowest class in society, to the highest. I mean, that looks good to a lot of people. Oh
man, and it's, you know, you love to see it, and you know, I'm sure, like I said, a lot of people from the previous eras went through their own struggle too. I'm not calling any of them silver spoon, but it's
not about that.
It's not about that. It's about the topics and it's about the relatability. Like if people from that background can't relate to you, you're not gonna blow up. That's why Gabe hasn't even talked about them.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean? So Tyler's just yelling at a cloud because he's an old man.
Did you see, Max? Did you see? I mean, we have other things to get to, but did you watch any of the other? Do you see any other clips in the interview?
He was talking about like, I don't. He just more like I have a house. I can go. I go on the boats.
That's what I'm saying. Like, none of us want to hear that shit.
I don't.
Like, we don't have any of that.
I don't care, dude. It's been 10 years.
That's why he's saying it, because we don't have any of that.
Oh, right. I get it, but that goes back to my point too, which is like, unless you came from rags, no one wants to hear about your riches.
Well, also Tyler's whole thing has been like, they don't. I'm different. I do things my way, and I'm still successful. But now it's like now it's like he's been doing this for 10 years. He has big budgets from like Converse. These brands are invested in this fucking guy. So like, no shit, he's rich.
Tyler's whole career has been fueled by spite.
Yeah.
So this is what it takes for him to be creative. So be it. Like, it doesn't bother me.
That's a good point. Well, at first, think about it this way. Early days, he was saying all this shit about, they don't fuck me, yada yada, about like the media.
He's much funnier as a person too in his early days.
At one point, but he was saying it about like people he grew up around and like the media. Now he's saying it, they don't fuck with me like other rappers. The other rappers don't give me my flowers.
That's what I'm saying. Again, it's like, well, I'm sorry, but
I mean, rap is the real, like the good rappers all probably respect Tyler. I mean, I know,
but he's
cool with like Kendrick and all those guys.
He's not getting any new fans. I think that's what's kind of pissing him off. Maybe.
No, you're right. You're right.
Igor got him new fans for sure.
No, I know Igor got him new fans, and so did Flower Boy. But I'm saying he's not getting any younger kids. Like, he's getting new fans in terms of like demographics of race and like income. But a new generation of rap listeners.
He's always had a tight cultural influence. Not like I said, music wise, but he's always had that aesthetic, as corny as that word is now. Yeah. And it's not cool anymore. Not in the same way. Yeah, I think he's pissed.
He kind of sullied his own brand by being so big.
Yeah, really, honestly. Anyway, I just thought it was interesting.
Yeah. So yeah, my Wi-Fi is messing up, but it's okay because you're recording. But anyway, I just want to say, if he works well off spite. So if this is what it takes for us to get more of these albums, I welcome it. And it's just really, the Odd Future Boys are not. They're always moody, and sometimes for good reason. But and you know what, we should mention. Shout out to Earl. Didn't he have a kid?
Apparently,
yeah. He's a father. That's crazy.
He's very quiet about it.
That's fucking weird. I remember saying free that nigga when he was in
Samoa.
Yeah.
Do you remember the Earl video?
Where they drank the stuff in the blender? Yeah.
He's like my brother Gabe's age. Throwing up into the toilet
and rapping like that, dude. What the hell?
No, he's a father.
Also, shout out to Frank Ocean. Anyone gonna rock any Homer?
Nope.
I don't know. Financially, I can't. It's just jewelry, right?
It's jewelry, yeah. But I actually really like the name Homer. I don't know about
it. Also looks cool.
It does look pretty sweet.
I don't know if Homer. I'm not really a jewelry guy.
No, it's super expensive.
It's
imagine it. Homer Simpson be like, Marge, can I sue this guy?
My first thought was the Odyssey author.
No, it is the Odyssey. I also thought.
Is it?
Is that where he got?
Is that? I mean, I know it's not the same. You think
Homer,
that's where it came?
Homer? I was reading the interview. Frank said because Homer wrote the first like historical document. Like he retold the history of Greece. Mm-hmm. So Frank's like, I want to have something that lasts long, so that someone can write about it.
Okay.
Homer. It makes sense. I think it's not. I like it. It's cool.
I
want something as iconic as that yellow friend of ours from Springfield.
I would love to rock some of the pieces, but like Gabe, it is pretty steep. But if he could send some promo package, I'll model it on the gram for like my little followers.
You know what? I will too.
Yeah, Max will too. So will Gabe. I actually just got a Fenty smoking jacket or robe, and I love it.
Holy shit! A smoking robe.
It's amazing. It's lime green, and it's honestly improved my quality of life. I think that's why I've been so chill. Like Chief,
you have been chill
the past few weeks. So that jacket has changed my life. But shout out to Frank Ocean, and Rihanna's a billionaire now too. I just forgot about that. Yeah.
So now I'm attracted to her. Before I wasn't, but now Rihanna's
attractive ass.
Kidding. Shout out Rihanna.
Hi Rihanna.
Hi Riri.
She's watching.
How do we? I want Max's opinion on her being a billionaire though, because he's the most political.
Ooh, because eat the rich.
You're a political science major. How do you feel?
I mean, for her to be a brand,
we're gonna eat her.
Well, Marx actually says now. For her to be a billionaire off being a brand, that's pretty impressive. I'll say that. She doesn't even do shit.
Off Fenty, isn't that crazy?
She doesn't do shit.
I'm glad, like,
she doesn't even do anything.
I'm glad we got anti when we did, because she's never making a song again. What the fuck?
Hell no. She doesn't need to.
I think she is.
I mean, she'll obviously release some music, but the imperative now is so low. Like, why would you even want to go on tour? You know what I mean?
Yeah, really. She has no, because she's not big enough to even sell out like a football stadium like Beyonce.
She would do Caesars here. She might not sell it out, but she could do Little
Caesars. Tyler
just sold out Little Caesars.
So then, Rihanna could easily sell out Little Caesars.
But Tyler's underrated, but he sells out Ford Field.
But that's my point. Okay, she can sell out Little Caesars. Why the fuck does she need to tour having this much money?
Oh,
Unless she has Ford Field amount of fans, there's no incentive for her to tour.
Yeah, I mean, it's just unless she wants more money, you just get more money.
And she maybe just enjoy touring.
Yeah, I mean,
Rihanna seems like she'll be great at a small venue.
She can tour whenever she wants. She just doesn't have to do any work when she tours.
Yeah, and
tour anything. She doesn't need to literally tour though. You know
what's crazy is Fenty Beauty. The makeup is like being shut down. This is all from Savage.
What's crazy is
the lingerie and robes.
I thought you meant fentanyl when you first said that.
Oh yeah. Oh whoa! I never made that connection. That's how strong the brand is. Fenty and fentanyl. I never made the connection.
She's moving pounds of fent.
she been moving that fent. Yeah.
She's from Barbados.
Yeah.
She's coming in, fresh shipment. But yeah, shout out to Rihanna, I guess.
Shout out Rocky.
Shout out Rocky.
Dang. It was a dub no matter what.
Damn.
She got $0 and it was a dub.
Yeah, she is beautiful. You know, it'd be amazing for her to be your girlfriend in general, but now she's a billionaire too. You know, his next album's finna be ass. Oh my God, he's in love with him and he's dating a billionaire. His next album is about to be fucking terrible. Oh no, I hope it didn't freeze.
My shit froze too.
No.
Well.
Oh wait. All right, we're good.
Are you there?
I got it.
How you feeling about this upcoming Rocky tape? Fuck Rihanna's music. Like, I don't know if Rocky's is gonna be.
Oh, he's jiggy. He's getting fly with it.
Yeah,
it's gonna be dog shit.
I'm happy for both of them.
Make a good album in this predicament. This is not an album. This is not good music.
Nope, not at all.
Speaking of which, his influence. What about his influence? He just has fashion. Influence? He just has fashion, but sound wise, music wise, nothing. Think about it, music wise.
Well, Raider Clan has, maybe not ASAP Mob, but Raider Clan has made more.
Space Ghost Purpose had more influence.
Denzel Curry, bro. You know, well, even Space. I don't know.
No, I'm just kidding. That fucking guy.
But Rocky had some influence. Let me think.
Not enough to warrant being. I mean, he didn't
give me like 5 hours. I'll come up with something.
Yeah, give me like his music videos.
Doesn't count. I'm talking about the sound of the music.
Why doesn't
the sound of the music?
Well, he was never. It was never about that with him.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying.
Good rapper. Okay, who's influenced? Think about the sound of rap right now. Who influenced that shit? Thug, really, right?
Chief Keef, Young Thug,
Chief Keef and Thug.
I mean, there's probably more people. These are a lot of them are influenced by their local heroes.
Right. Well, yeah, of course. But I'm saying nobody knows the local people outside of the local people. So really, it's Thug.
So wait. So what's the point then?
I'm just saying, like, I don't like. It's been those two guys for a while now. So
yeah,
if you're not one of those two guys, you're just not influenced. I don't know. Because you could argue Rocky's bigger than either one of those have ever.
No.
I'm sure if you do off album sales, maybe.
I think Future is bigger.
Oh fuck! I forgot about Future. All right, never mind.
Yeah, I think Future is way bigger. But
ASAP
Rocky is more of a cultural icon.
Yeah, I know.
Because of how handsome he is. But I mean, 2010, 2014 rappers. I guess when we were in high school, they fucked up. Damn, they had us out here looking crazy. We'd probably be so much cooler if we were in high school, like with the current rap and shit.
I know.
Oh my God, you'd have half my like rants on the show. They'd be like halved if like I didn't listen to that fucking music. Always talking about I didn't get girls in high school. It's because I was listening to fucking 2010s, 2014 rappers. What the fuck?
God, I was listening to Schoolboy Q.
Yeah. But anyway, we love you, Q. This is a great segue for our next topic.
Yeah.
Which is The House is Burning by Isaiah Rashad. So we're all really big fans. Well, at least me and Gabe. Me and Gabe are really big fans of Isaiah Rashad.
Very big fan, yes.
Yep. I know your dad likes him a lot too.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. And Max likes him, but you know, the connotation of him being, influenced by those 2010s rappers can leave a sour taste in mouths. But pause. But no, not pause. I'm not having a baby moment. Shout out.
God damn, he ruined it for us too. Look what you've done to baby.
The baby. You made Gabe act. This is wow. That's what it took for Gabe to stop saying homophobic stuff on the show. That was the baby.
He's still.
Anyways, I want to hear what you guys think first because I like hearing you guys first.
Gabe, you go. You've been. We've talked.
All right. Well, I will say this. The album, it's a good album, but for like a 6-year hiatus.
Yeah.
For one, putting it with the context of 5-6 year hiatus, putting in the context of 7-year, right?
No, I think.
And the fact that no one on TDE except like Zachary and Sir has been like dropping. Reason, right? The fact that
I remember they hyped up some new drop and it was a fucking Reason.
Right. And listen, I like the Reason album a lot, but
nigga, still
the TDE heavy hitters are, Q, SZA, Kendrick, and maybe J Rock and Absol if you're a big fan. But anyway, and Isaiah and Zay, obviously. But yeah, so the fact that this is our first big TDE album in a while, maybe since Crash Talk.
God damn, it is.
Yeah. How do you guys feel?
J Rock hasn't dropped his Crash Talk?
I don't think J Rock has. I think 90059 was his last album.
No, Redemption.
Oh, Redemption. You're right. But yeah, Redemption.
That was the last one? Oh my God. I don't know why I thought it was one after. Okay. So at times it just sounds like every Isaiah song ever, which is our complaint about one of the singles.
We said that about Headshots.
And that's still there. I think his flow is a little better. And I don't know. It just makes me want to listen to the older music. The song with Uzi's cool. From the Garden.
Don't even get me started on that, bro. You know who's? I told we talked about this on the show, but XXXTentacion was originally supposed to be on the song instead of Uzi,
really?
And the original beat. And listen, I know X is not a good guy, but the original version of that song, the one we got is fine.
Wait,
it's cool.
So this song's old.
It's very old, and I don't know if X even recorded a verse, but the original version of the song used to be on YouTube because he previewed it on IG Live. But it got taken down now for copyright since the official version of the song is out. So you can't even find the snippet version anywhere unless it's on like SoundCloud. And it was actually used in a promotion for like the NBA. And even that commercial got taken down. And the original beat was beautiful.
Well, never mind then. That kind of just ruined it.
Sorry, the one we got was all right.
I mean, I don't know. The mix, there's some good parts. R.I.P. Young was a good song.
Yes, that was a good one.
That was one of the best ones.
I'm gonna do the track list.
The other songs were better in the sense of an album. I will say this: the best Isaiah moments, arguably, have been with SZA. The song with SZA on this album is not good.
It was underwhelming compared to their other collabs.
West Savannah is maybe the best.
West Savannah's beautiful, warm winds, stuck in the mud.
Those are
stuck in the mud.
Some of the best Isaiah songs, right?
Yeah,
you could argue he's almost at his best when they're together. They're a great duo.
They're a great duo, amazing duo.
What the hell is this?
Yeah,
like that alone kind of just almost ruined the album for me. I don't know. Also, we kind of talked about Vince sounding kind of like Isaiah.
Who?
We talked about Vince Staples kind of sounding like Isaiah, kind of.
Oh, on his last album.
Yeah. And that album was better than this. So it's just.
Whoa, you think Self-Titled by Vince Staples is better than this?
Yeah, I've done a complete 180 on that project, by the way. Well,
you love it?
Well, wait. The highs of that album are better than the highs of this.
Listeners at home.
Wait. The highs of the Vince album are better than the highs of this. The issue is the Vince album was like 14 minutes. It was like 14 minutes of music.
Well, honestly, because of how fucked up Zoom is, I don't even think we have our thoughts on the Vince album out.
Oh shit!
So they don't even know that didn't like it before. But you did like it, but you didn't like it as much before. So that's fine. I love the Vince album because I'm a moody ass guy and it was a moody ass album. But just the fact that you thought that was like, even if you like the songs on the Vince Staples album better, can't you feel that there was more care put into?
Yeah. Oh no. This is more of an album.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like Vince, like that sound. Vince did like a better job at points. I don't know. That I don't know. It just made me want to listen to like "Take Me Home" and stuff. Like I think "Take Me Home" is a better song than anything on this Isaiah, except maybe at R.I.P. Young.
You don't like HB2U?
Oh, that's good too.
HB2U is great.
Yeah, that's a really good song.
Good. I was gonna say my favorite songs after you guys are done.
Well, you didn't even tell us your thoughts, so.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, just not as memorable as like what's the last one called? Sun's Tirade.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that one sounded really good when it came out, and it sounded really good for a few years after too.
It aged amazingly.
Really well. Yeah. And he kind of proved himself as like a really capable, popular guy. You know what I'm saying? Like he could hold his own as an artist.
And put a good conceptual album together.
Yeah, right. And this one it just sounded like a sequel almost. There wasn't much added to the whole Isaiah Rashad discography kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? It just didn't do much for me.
I feel. Oh, sorry.
What were you gonna say?
No. Go ahead. Finish.
Let me see here. I definitely liked the one with Spino. Spino's pretty cool. I don't.
Claymore.
Oh
Yeah, you might think I would assume he's in like the hip hop.
Wait, you like Smino?
He's talented. He's a
oh
talented
shit!
guy.
I dated a girl who I wasn't dating her at the time, but she went backstage at a Smino concert. Gabe. Interesting. I wasn't dating her at the time. All right, no one make any jokes. Thank you.
Was she pretty enough that Smino might have?
Yeah.
Is it who I'm thinking it is?
No, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. We'll talk about it later because when you mouth things, the camera can still see you. So
my mic is over my mouth.
Oh, I know, but the camera can still see. Okay, whatever.
It's a good podcast content either way.
Anyway, I'm really surprised that you like Smino.
No, I think he's talented.
Wow.
I'm not gonna say like I listen to him daily or anything, but like I think he's cool. I think he's a cool guy.
He fits perfectly into that camp of alternative hip hop.
No, Urban Outfitters rap. I know.
Yeah, Urban Outfitters rap.
I get it. Look, my joking and my criticisms aside, like the music's usually okay. It's usually fine. Yeah.
But anyway, this album,
I like that one.
Okay.
I like the one with J-Rock. He had a great verse. But then I hate Jay Worthy. This motherfucker.
Wait. Sorry, some lag. We got a little bit of lag, but I can hear you.
Whoops. You heard us say I hate Jay Worthy. Hello.
Hold on 1 sec.
Crap.
Hello.
Hello.
Just give it a second. It'll be good.
Alrighty.
All right.
Do.
It's better now.
Okay, good. All right. So this song has J-Rock, who had a great verse, and then Jay Worthy. I don't get Jay Worthy. Is he not
Grimes' stepbrother?
He's Grimes' stepbrother. Which is
I didn't. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Dude. He's from like Vancouver. He hangs out in Compton all the time. I don't get his deal. I don't get why so many producers send him their best beats. I don't get why so many good rappers have him like hang around. I think he's just
baby daddy is one of the richest men on earth.
I know. I'm just saying, like his talent level is so far beyond what
he's a really odd choice,
dude. I don't get it. There's been like he's had whole albums with Alchemist. He's had whole albums with Harry Fraud.
What?
Yes, dude. I don't. Why this fucking guy?
He's not even black, right?
He's Indian.
Is he Indian?
I'm pretty sure.
What? Oh, dude, shit.
I don't get this fucking guy.
Gabe, he's Douglas. He's not actually, but you know.
No, there's nothing wrong with that, but like,
he is Indian.
Culture appropriate or maybe, but like, no.
What did he culturally appropriate?
I don't know. Like he says the N-word and stuff. My problem is,
does he?
Yeah.
Damn, they took Nav's pass, but not Jay Worthy's. That's crazy.
Dude, my main problem is that he's not good at making music. And
I think the other dude. Oh, sorry.
What?
Side tangent. We need to talk about this too. But is the dude on Over the Top with Drake black? Like, I don't think he's black.
I thought it was black. I don't know.
Smiley? I don't know.
Smiley.
Oh man, that was. Oof.
Yeah, whatever. But anyway, Jay Worthy. Yeah.
Yeah. No, this motherfucker gets. I have beef with him because he gets so many good beats and he doesn't do shit with them ever.
I don't like that you have beef with him because I feel like he'd be really dope to have on the show. So
never mind. I love him. I think he's great. I'm just no, he honestly doesn't take away anything, but like I just don't. Sometimes I'm just like he just had one with Alchemist, and I'm like, these are such good beats. Why the fuck did he send these all like Jay Worthy? And he has like features choice on it, and all the features. Whatever. Point is, that's a good song. The one with isn't it YG Tut? Isn't that the guy who's from Chattanooga too?
Chad on the song Chad, I think so.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's better than I thought he'd be. I didn't think he'd be anything.
Yeah, that was a good. Oh, I forgot about that. That was a good.
He's cool. Yeah. He's cool. Yeah, HP2U is great. The one before that was not. I don't know. I'm just looking at the track list right now because I listened to this.
You didn't like The House Is Burning, the title track?
Not really.
Okay.
Yeah, I think what really stood out to me was HBTU. The YG Tuts feature I thought was good. And yeah, I don't know. It's just like I'm not gonna listen to it again probably, but I don't think it's bad. It's just like
You also said it didn't hit as hard. Like it wasn't as a substantial album. I remember you
yeah,
still, yeah. I don't know if you still feel that way. Do you feel that way?
yeah no, I do. Like pretty much. It's like it's whatever. I don't know. I don't really. We should talk about it because like we've said we're excited for it, and he
I
seems
have
like
a
someone
lot to
we.
say.
Oh well, you go ahead then, because I just didn't.
Well, do you have anything else to say? Because
Not really, not really, not really.
well, I feel differently than both of you too. I thought this was a great follow up. Part of that is because
Okay.
I was reading one of his interviews and he was talking about how he was depressed and like shocker, I know. But the fact that like I think he said he was trying to make a little like music in a different way than he made it before. And you can definitely hear the levity on this album. Like it is a lot lighter. I don't think it's any less substantial, but it's not as heavy of a listen as the Sun's Tirade. The Sun's Tirade, even if it's not like, sad, the down tempo songs like Fur de Squaw, Free Lunch, Stuck in the Mud, like it all was a lot more melancholy than this album. And this album isn't, super happy and sunshine, but it's just a lot more I don't even want to say commercial, but it's a lot more upbeat. And I do think that his song crafting has been perfected. I think he has perfected the art of making a song like Sleeping on Gems, Our Generation's music, like the Urban Outfitters core, if you want to call it that. He has perfected making that kind of music. My
You're
problem
right.
with a lot of that kind of music is that it sounds decent, but then I listen to them and they're not saying anything, or what they're saying is kind of like ridiculous. Isaiah Rashad has coherency, and his lyrics on this were substantial enough that it made the songs themselves, better. The songs have meaning. But I was more impressed about his ear for make like pockets and flows and making tight songs that keep your attention. Because on the Sun's Tirade, he was rapping, but on this one, he experimented with his flows a lot. He experimented with his own voice, the audio, especially on the song you were talking about, Max, the one with Smino. Like that song perfectly encapsulates his career arc, in my opinion. Like I think that was a perfectly crafted song. And I think that the song with J Rock was too. And I really like 9 to 3 freestyle. Like the way you suck a dick, you get a Prius. The way you suck a dick, I forgot.
I think that one's good, if I remember.
But and again, that's more of a song. Like, those bars aren't impressive, but that is a song well crafted. And all the singles, like what you said with I am Don't Chi, whatever, they sound better in the context of the album.
Mm-hmm.
And like we said about
that's true.
Like we said about Headshots, how it sounds like a Isaiah Rashad song, like every other one. This album is like every Isaiah Rashad song that should have existed. Like this is like what people think his music, like what you thought his music was, is basically what this album is. And I'm really impressed by that because I feel like he came into his own. And he successfully pulled off that like backpack rapper who's not corny, thing. And that's really hard to do in this current era. And I thought it was a great follow-up. I'm a big fan of him. I love the Sun's Tirade. Waited 5 years. I was waiting on the edge of my seat for From the Garden with XXXTentacion. And I was really happy. Not disappointed at all. I love every single song. The only one I don't listen to is The House is Burning and Dark Side. I don't listen to as much. But
I didn't like that song either.
Yeah, but I love it. I love the album.
I'll say this too. Like I said, even if it wasn't my favorite, I think everything you said maybe switch your mind a little bit. I think to be a full-fledged artist who can do this kind of music is impressive. You're right.
Yeah.
And I think as far like I said, if I call this music a little tongue-in-cheekly, like Urban Outfitter core, like it doesn't mean it's bad. It doesn't mean at all that like I wouldn't listen to it or the people who make it aren't talented.
It's just easily digestible and kind of disposable.
Yeah, and a little bit like
It's derived.
Surface level alternative. If that makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
It's like the new version of a trend where all the girls were whisper singing. It's like the rap version of that, you know?
Yeah, it's a little bit like an Urban Outfitters screen printed Outcast shirt. It's not a real Outcast shirt. It's been
faking the funk. Yeah, I
get it. I wanted to say, Isaiah Rashad had a really good response. Okay, I'll read you this right here.
I actually disagreed with that response.
You didn't think it was good?
I don't like when rappers respond to reviewers. I feel like they shouldn't care. But I guess I didn't disagree.
Fine. Right. Okay, fine. But what he actually said was pretty good.
Okay.
He said
he responded to Anthony Fantano
and in response to Anthony Fantano, who these people love, by the way, the people who like this kind of music.
Yeah.
It's not experimental enough to excite him, basic enough to make him laugh, and too black for him to identify with. My public persona isn't something to deconstruct, so it doesn't have much to review. I'm guessing it's just reviews, if anything. I mean, like, whoever responded to that, even if it wasn't him, I mean, damn, pretty good.
That is a very great.
That's a good point.
That's a very great point, and he just talked exactly about what we were talking about with those 2010 to 2014 rappers. Like the reason they get no respect, he just said it perfectly, better than I've been trying to explain it for the past month. So, you know, that was a great response. I just don't like when rappers respond to critics because I feel like they're way cooler.
Yeah, fair enough.
Unless they're responding to us, I don't want to call us critics, but respond to us, please. But I think Anthony Fantano.
He created a lot of this. If you're gonna say that,
I wasn't even gonna say that, but you're right. He did create the genre because a lot of people, you know, he helped create the genre. But Anthony Fantano doesn't have enough clout with the hip hop community for them to care. Like alternative, maybe, and maybe some SoundCloud rappers, like indie rappers, but to be a professional rapper signed to TDE and like, you know, I just don't think. I think Isaiah Rashad's too cool.
Either way, I mean, great own. He got trolled.
Yeah, he did serve him. But again, I don't want, you know, to change your guys' opinion on the album or anything. But
I mean, I like it. I want to be straightforward. I like it. Mm-hmm. It's just worse than the other two, and that's for me. Is
it worse than Sylvia demo? I mean, I know there's not.
I think so.
Rest in peace, Kevin Miller and Brad Jordan and the rest of it. You're right.
Sylvia demo had that sound that was like.
This one, the sound. That's what I'm saying. It's the sound.
The sound of just like
the two albums had like this sort of like sound and vibe to them.
It still had a kind of a lo-fi vibe,
but it's the same as the other ones.
Sylvia demo more than the other two even had this. You know, I remember thinking like TDE signed this guy from fucking Chattanooga, Tennessee. What the hell? Where is this? Who gives a shit? And then you hear the sound of this album, and you're like, oh, I'm here with him. You know, I get what
it sounded like. Tennessee.
Sounded like what that place is like, you know, sounded like a southern, not backwater, but southern mid-sized, you know, not recognized experience. It was just cool. It was cool.
You know what though? You're right. I will say this. On those first two albums, he transported me to the places he was rapping about, right? Mm-hmm. This album didn't do that really at all. I didn't feel like I was in Chattanooga. I didn't feel like I was immersed in any of the verses like I was on the Sun's Tirade. But that being said, that's what a third album should be. A third album, I think, for a lot of artists is when you stop the storytelling and laying the groundwork of your narrative and when you start coming into your own as a songmaker or an artist. So I think that's why I'm giving it a pass. If this were his second album, I'd be like, okay, I didn't learn anything more about you that much. But because this is his third album, his graduation, essentially, I think it's a fitting follow-up because I
respect that.
And that's what my biggest complaint about Vince Staples was when we talked about Self-Titled. And I know it didn't get uploaded, but it was that he rapped about the same stuff that he was rapping about on Big Fish Theory and Ramona Parker, Summertime 06, which is fine. I'm sure what he lived was, you know, traumatizing and there's countless stories to tell, but it's the same thing. And Isaiah Rashad just proved that he can make a fucking song. Like he can give you a song that doesn't need to be about Tennessee or his upbringing, and it's still good.
That's a good point.
And that's what I was really impressed with by him because it's a really good feat.
Yeah. No, look, I want him to do well too. I have respect for him being the kind of person we're talking about in the climate he's in. You know, much respect for he's the only one on TD who seems like he's pushing things along for that label too.
It's amazing.
Don't know where Kendrick's been. Right.
Yeah.
So
SZA's carrying too.
Well, we'll see how long. I mean, she's been absent, but
yeah.
No, much respect to him. Look, if I don't personally like, I'm not gonna replay it as much. You're right, and I think you did convince me a little bit because it's true. You gotta give credit where credit's due. Some people record 50 songs in a night, don't remember half the things they said, and like I think he did take time to craft songs.
Yes,
worthy of being, an album.
And it's a really good music to play with a girl over that's not like rap that's gonna scare her or put her to sleep. It's like a good middle ground. It's not MF Doom, and it's not like
OMB bloodbath.
Yeah, it's not OMB like I hate niggas. It's like a good middle ground if you're just smoking, and
Yeah.
That's how
you're in your you even talk about
What's up?
You're smoking weed.
What?
I imagined you in your smoker's jacket with listening to Isaiah Rashad.
Oh, I need to send you a picture of it, dude. I'll send both of you guys a picture of me in it. It's lime green. I love it.
I want to see you in this new phase of life.
But anyway, that's what we had to say about Isaiah Rashad. Obviously, I'm biased. We're all biased, but love the album, and you guys liked it too. So, pretty good release for 2021. It was good and substantial. I like it better than Vince Staples and J. Cole.
I like it better than J. Cole's.
A couple of artists on his stature similarly, and I think he did the best.
Same.
And yeah, so I guess that just leaves us with this Jadakiss Dipset thing. Oh wait,
Pollox.
Yay!
Fuck. Oh yeah.
Okay, so I don't want the episode. We don't want this episode to be too long, so we should definitely talk about Yay. And Jadakiss was on the album, so we can get to it.
Yeah.
Well,
I have a lot to say. I think.
Go. The floor is yours.
All right. So obviously we talked about the first one, and a lot of the things from the first one were there. For one, this sounded just much more finished.
Yep.
Which is, I mean, that's that was step number one with this. Much more finished. Small things I like. I like his voice on Hurricane the first time was way too distorted and just auto-tuny. I like this. No, it's just better than the OG Hurricane. I don't know. I mean, this is the one I've been listening to we've all been listening to that leak for like 3 years.
I chose not to be a slave.
Yeah.
I chose not to wave brothers, now we run the way. Yeah, I love that verse.
You have all the hood rats and blood rats. That's a fucking bar, bro.
I was really mad you didn't keep it. I know.
Call my wife. Let's get Hoover free.
Yeah.
All those lines, all that is bars.
It's crazy how good that verse was. And then the one he previewed on the first live stream was hot ass. Like, why does he do that? Like,
Lil Baby's verse is obviously great. I think we all like it.
Yeah.
And the Weeknd sounded good.
Weeknd was great. Yes.
Great on it. One thing I didn't like, this is small. Pure Souls, he added
the drums.
Fuck, what the fuck?
The drums.
Just keep the piano, man. He had it.
That's what I'm saying. He made Pure Souls like a highlights song. If you remember highlights.
Yeah, I saw your tweet and I like that.
It's the same drum pattern from highlights. And
it is. Once you said that, you ruined it for me.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean, but like, it was just lazy. It's like it sounded better.
He could go back. He could go back.
Drums. He could, but I know what I don't know him. Let me not say that. But based off of his previous tweaks, like when he fixed Wolves, I think we're gonna keep the drums. Yeah. But sorry, you're still talking, but I agree with you on Pure Souls.
The song with Jay-Z, Jail, much better. It was already cool, but now it's better.
Yeah.
Hold on. I have the whole album downloaded. I mean, I don't have it downloaded. It's not out.
He took notes. Gabe took notes the whole time, so he's going back to his notes.
They Off the Grid. Holy shit!
Hey, that's your type of song.
Cardi's verse was good, very good. Yeah. First of all, this is an original version, and Cardi's like he's like rapping slowly, like more coherent. I don't want to say coherent, but he's talking like the line about like. He said he has like a line like I can't go off the grid, gotta stay with my kid. But it's like more. I'll play it for you after. But it's different. And then
same verse, different recording.
Yeah. Okay. I think they might have did like two versions. Okay.
I got two versions.
Okay. Go on. Mr. Shittin' Poopin' or Poopin' Shittin', whatever.
Poopin', shittin', and poopin'.
That you don't know. 504 has a song where that he just says like shitting, pooping. Yeah. He comes on this and it's spitting for like a minute and a half straight. Bars.
He had an amazing
bar after bar. That might have been
where
one of
the
the
hell
best.
Did that come from?
Did you hear it, Max? The 5-year-old?
Yeah, I did hear that.
I have this thing about all these rappers that they're much better than we think. They just rap on these shitty beats, and so they get redundant.
I didn't think Fabio was that good to begin with, but
okay. This
yeah,
is my theory to be right because I always thought 5-year was pretty terrible.
Of all those guys, Of all
Yeah,
those
and like I
different
always
guys.
thought 5. I mean, whenever I think of 5EO, I mean, me and you have laughed about this a million times, Max. The video of him acts like he doesn't know his age.
No, dude, 2021 has been, back to your point, 2021 has been the year of exposing how terrible a lot of these beats are, because we got Wants and Needs, and then we got Tyler the Creator's album, and then we got
2 hours. Doug and
Youngboy, and now we got Fabio Foreign on Ye or on Donda, and this is all just proving that these local rappers' beat selections,
it's the
just
beats,
highlight their real capabilities.
It's also just like, I don't know, so much is with these guys, and I don't even say I don't get it, but it's a job, and like I said, if you're saying
they also can't afford to have amazing beats like these guys. So,
well, I'm saying also, like, if your job is, I'm gonna go in on Friday night, go to the studio, get 40 beats sent to me. Half the time when I'm fucking asking for it on Instagram, so I'm not really screening the beats that much.
And you're high off your ass because you're not working with anyone that you care about.
Yeah, exactly. Then Kanye West asks you for something, you're gonna step up. And I think there needs to be time where these guys just fucking step up every once in a while. It's not the thing too is it's not albums anymore. It's not like, oh, album coming out, I gotta step it up. No, it sucks, but it's true. They're not trying this hard. No. And I think you're right about the beats a lot of times, Xavier. And like I see how they on Instagram, I see how they fish for the beats, and it's just like lazy. But at the end of the day, a lot of beats are really good, and a lot of the sounds are unique, and there's a lot of differences between regional sounds that I like, and someone like me, someone like us,
it's still good. I think they could just elevate their regional sounds.
They need to fucking not be lazy. They need to not just take the easy way out.
That's what that was like. I don't know if I ever said this when we talked about it, but all right, on a much lower level, Michigan Boy Boat, it felt like none of these guys were trying any harder, and this is like their chance to impress a new audience, and none of these guys try that. I mean, I think I said that then, but this kind of goes hand in hand with that. Like, like they didn't take it as, they didn't see this as a chance to make themselves bigger because they already knew Yachty. Yeah. People get on this Kanye, they get on the Tyler, whatever, and they see this as a real chance.
It's ironic because I thought Yachty brought his best out with this Ye album.
Oh yeah. Yachty did his thing. Yachty did his thing.
Yeah.
I agree.
It's just try, just please try.
Yeah, these beats make these guys like if I almost don't even want to say it, but if I hear Energy Beats, I know what the song sounds like. If I hear that tagline, I know I can probably rap the song.
It's funny too.
You're also from Detroit, but you're right.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he's not a bad producer.
What's up?
Carlo, the producer.
Yeah.
I watched that King of the Hill episode, and I heard him say that, and I was like, oh shit. Who the hell is Carlo?
Oh. That's actually great.
Who the hell is Carlo? I've been doing Hank Hill voice for like 3 days straight. But
who the hell?
Xavier, if you'd get that, you could probably get it in a few days if you tried.
I need practice.
You could. You're very good at this.
What the hell
which is a good point though, because I just realized I haven't updated my profile with this talent agency since 2017, and they saw me in person for like the first time, and like, what the fuck? And then they're like, do you want to do voice over work too? And I was like, hell yes. Apparently, because like they put that under my skills thing now. So I was like, bro, sign me the fuck up.
I can do any Fox character. I can do any Fox cartoon. Here's my Joe. They
probably never need impersonations, which is the funny part. They'll absolutely never need impersonations.
Here's my Hank Hill. Here's my Joe from Family Guy. Here's my fucking, I don't even know. Here's my Bob's Burgers.
But sorry to derail Gabe again.
Oh, yeah. Also, I really like the song with all the Griselda guys. That was good.
Yes.
That was very good.
Keep My Spirit.
Cool.
Yeah.
Dude, can we talk about how great Casey did?
Yeah, that shit was what the
Casey on the hook on Keep My Spirit saved the song because Ye's verse on that song
was terrible.
It was hot ass.
It wasn't. That's not done. Also, he called. I didn't even watch the stream live because I took some medicine and fell asleep. But I watched it like an hour later. Like somebody had put it on YouTube.
Yeah. And
because I woke up in the middle of the night. He called midstream. He called Mike Dean to tell him that they were playing the wrong version or something. That's fucking hilarious. I thought he was just fucking around. I saw it on Twitter. Yeah. That's what people saying. Also, that wasn't him on the rafters.
That wasn't?
No.
That lifted up?
Yeah. What was it? Some random guy.
Oh, I didn't tell you guys. I was down.
Okay. Anyway.
It was Max, yeah.
But yeah, this is obviously better than the first stream.
Wait. What was God peed on this? Remember that one?
What?
I know God peed on this. I know God peed on this.
I know God breathed on this.
I literally didn't know it was that at first. I thought it was saying I knew God peed on this.
Max, use context clues.
Silly me.
Anyway, 23
Song with Jay
songs.
Electronica is cool too.
Song with Jay Electronica is amazing. It's not just cool. I love it.
Yeah, it's very good.
But
24 tracks.
also, like, I hate to do this every time, but shout out Chris Brown. I hate I gotta hand it to him, but I really like his verse.
It was good.
It was great.
I hate doing it,
I
man.
know. I knew again, but it was really good.
Oh man.
And what else is there? I know I'm gonna sound like edgy, or I'm gonna sound contrarian because I have really stupid opinions sometimes. But I think Max, what do you know? My favorite song on Channel Orange.
I think I do. Is it End?
It's End. Okay.
Yeah, I knew that.
Why?
I don't know.
No, you're not wrong, dude. I don't disagree with you.
But in that same vein, I love the interlude on this album where it's just Donda, 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 Donda. I fucking think it's like I listened to it like 5 times. Let me see if I can play some. Donda. I hope we don't get taken down for this.
Oh crap!
This is all over you.
Anyway,
you're weird. Why did
it's 1:43 of
Donda. You're weird.
And I don't know what maybe it's her voice, or maybe it's
I think it's the repetitiveness and the kind of the way it lulls you into a mind nap.
Yeah, it's like Donda, Donda, Donda,
Dude,
Donda.
If you listen to that on like shrooms,
that's what I'm saying.
Whoa.
Like, bro, you're gonna figure life out. But honestly, 23 tracks, and I do enjoy the interlude a lot. Amazing upgrade, which I don't even think it really was an upgrade. And here's why I think that. When he played the album for Justin LeBoy and Kevin Durant.
Oh my God, I forgot he did that.
When he played the album for them in Vegas, which was before the first live stream, someone else was there. Wait, Max, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I want to make sure it's not frozen.
No, I can hear.
Anyway, when he first played the album for them, which was before the first live stream for Civilians, people were taking notes, and he had a song called "Welcome to My Life" that people said his singing was amazing on it, and it's the best he's ever sounded singing. And I didn't hear anything that sounded like that on the first live stream, but then he played "Lord, I Need You."
Oh shit.
Which is the song where his singing sounds the best it's ever sounded in his entire career. And I think that's what Welcome to My Life became. So I think that on the first live stream, he just played the version he had, which he knew was not going to come out that night. And he knew it was not. I'm saying he had more done than he let on the first live stream.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, people, that is true. And so what is your theory, right? I don't know, but he did have more done than what he played in the first live stream.
Bag of tricks.
Including him. Apparently he was mad. Apparently more songs were supposed to play in the first live stream. They used like the wrong hard drive or some shit.
Oh, so that might be the
How do you not coordinate that? What the fuck?
Dude, because he's a fucking...
Well, did you guys watch the live stream before the second live stream? Because it was just a stream of him sleeping in the room.
First of all, he sleeps like a fucking psychopath.
Why?
There was like one point where he was like moving like crazy. I'm like,
you don't do that?
Nah, but it was like the one time I clicked it. I was just him.
Is that weird? I move all the time.
No. I know, but it was just like right as I clicked it, he was like moving like crazy.
Oh.
It was just like, what the hell?
There was one shot where he's like
Lacey watching.
Yeah, he was one shot where he gets up and he's like full nut shot on the camera.
Yeah, he has a mask, but he has his nuts in the camera.
Oh, really?
Not his actual black balls, but maybe his pants is what I'm guessing. But
Undies.
Anyways,
well, I wanted to say something actually. Hold on. I saw a tweet from if you don't know who Justin LeBoy is, he just like posted.
We talked about him on one of the episodes.
He's the people.
Oh, did we?
Because we talked about his show with Diddy's son.
Yeah, he's the people's champ actually. But he had a tweet where he was like responding to someone asking him about listening to the album, and he was like, "This is the first Kanye album I've heard," or maybe he was like, "I didn't really listen to Kanye West before The Life of Pablo."
When you're on P. Diddy's son's podcast and you've only heard Life of Pablo, and this is why I'm so angry all the time by shit like that, and the thing that happened on 107.5, and the fact that like I'm out here selling my ass
They called me a
I
madman.
hope not literally.
I'm not actually a male
I
prostitute.
want to say the baby's gonna hate you.
But shut up, bro. But the fact that I'm out here contemplating selling my ass while they're out here getting a bag,
They called him a
it's
madman.
not okay. I'm just
Sounds
kidding.
even worse.
I'm not actually selling my ass, Gabe. I know you're excited, but anyway, this album, I think it was still great. I love the ambition. These are medicated yay bars. Clearly,
Yeah.
we're not gonna get any in-depth rapping, but for medicated yay, this is really good. But what else do you think, Max?
I didn't listen to the whole thing, honestly. I'm gonna wait and see like what happens when it gets released. So, oh my god, it fucking cut out.
I can see you.
No, you didn't cut it at all, Naren.
Oh, Gabe was just Gabe was just
no,
frozen.
my fault.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna listen when it comes out. I didn't have the patience to sit through another one of those, you know.
Well,
and I don't mean literally. I mean literally. I don't think I could focus the whole time. Like I think no personal like annoyance or anything. I just don't think I could literally sit and like listen to this all again. You know what I'm saying?
That's you.
Yeah, I love me personally. Right. Me personally. So I'll see what happens when it comes out, and I'll have more to say then, I think.
I love what he did to Moon. He fixed Moon by adding Kid Cudi.
It was already good. But yeah.
It was already good. It was just repetitive and boring with just Don Toliver. So I'm glad he did that. I'm glad he added the choir to Jail, like you said. Not happy about the drums on Pure Souls. Kind of ruined the authenticity of the track for me. And also on Hurricane, okay, if anyone in Kanye West camp at all is listening, for the love of God, this is what you need to do for Hurricane. Opening hook sung by Ye, okay? Lil Baby's verse. Okay, Ye's original verse. And then the second hook, get The Weeknd. Okay, and then the last hook, you can keep The Weeknd when he does the last changing bridge and hook. But the first hook needs to be Ye. Don't reveal The Weeknd until the second hook. Mike Dean, for the love of God, please. It sounds crazy, but I guarantee you the song will be much better if you listen to me. That's all.
Why aren't you in Atlanta right now? Why aren't you in the studio?
Because I care about our
You're supposed
show.
to be making this album while the Falcons are playing, by the way. He's really using up as much time as he can there. Yeah, hopefully he does another event because then I can go.
It didn't even drop the night it was supposed to. So.
He's awesome. He's so cool.
To be fair, he never said it was coming out the 6th. Everyone else did.
I guess, but on Apple Music there's a preview.
But then but it said the 9th. It said changed. And now I'm hearing the 16th.
I don't 15th. Care. Whatever, bro.
Yeah, when it comes out.
I think it's just crazy. Like, you know, we talked at the beginning about, you know, you're right, but you know, the baby has a whole team. He has people who like he feeds and stuff. And that's true and everything. But at the end of the day, you know, one guy is the helm of all of this. You know what I'm saying? That's true. Kanye could have Apple Music, Apple displaying his shit how he wants, and he could just not want to do something and it's not getting done.
And just not do that. That's amazing clout that he could give Apple blue balls, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
That is amazing. But one thing I wanted to say too, okay? On Lord I Need You, beautiful song. Kanye singing, again, best it's ever sounded in his entire career. That is the same sample that you guys know Boogie. Not Boogie, but Boogie signed to
Compton guy,
Shady Records. His name is now Westside Boogie. Mm-hmm. He had a song come out in 2015 that had that exact sample and kind of cadence of Lord I Need You. And I know Kanye didn't steal it or anything, but it just, you know, I hope Boogie gets some flowers because, you know, he did it first. So shout out to that.
I hear some.
That song. So, you know, but yeah, I was really, really feeling the Ye album. And also like, you know, the locks were on it. Chic Luch, Jadakiss. That was cool.
Was Styles P on it?
I think so. No, Styles P was on it. Maybe Chic Luch wasn't on it.
Probably
there's
not.
only 2 people.
Yeah, I think it had to be Styles P.
It's probably Styles.
One of the worst things about me is I don't listen to a lot of Styles P or Locks. Like I really wish I listened to more Styles P.
Yeah,
but yeah, and it's Sean Price.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's those are two artists I've always felt really guilty about not getting that into, but
Well, I wasn't. Sean Price had that song that was Mac Miller released when he was still alive. When Sean Price died, Mac Miller released a song that he had with Sean Price, and he fucking killed it. And I went back a little bit afterwards, but I didn't know who he was before. And then, you go listen to that if you're listening. Go search that up if you're.
But yeah, so I think it was Styles P and Kiss. Kiss's verse kind of lazy, but I like hearing his voice anyway. So, what do you think, Max?
About the song?
Well, I mean, I know you have a lot to say about the Locks or whatever. So,
Oh, I mean, yeah, they're criminally underrated. All of them all together. But I mean, Styles P he's up there. He's one of the best. And
Tyler, the creator, said he had a crush on Kiss. What?
On Jadakiss?
Yeah, he tweeted like, "Damn, he aged fine as fuck," and I love his confidence. I think I might have a crush on Jadakiss.
Okay, that's fine. I lied earlier. He's still funny. That's funny.
It's really funny, yeah.
Yeah,
I've never even heard a woman say she had a crush on I'm sure Kiss has gotten more women than I'll ever even see in my life. So but just the fact that like the first person I ever see complimenting
like certain rappers, you could have said that about him. Like if you said that about like Method Man, I'm like,
right, yeah, because girls love Method Man. It's just Jadakiss isn't like the conventional star you think of. But yeah, sorry to derail you. Sorry to derail you.
Yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, no, they're cool. They're underrated,
Well, before we hop off the show, you want to say something about their little verses?
Oh, the verses. That's right. Okay, if we're off Kanye, then we'll talk about the verses. I don't know how much our listeners. I don't watch full verses. I just kind of went in and out when there was fun stuff, or like I saw clips or whatever. But if you don't know, there was a versus battle live at Madison Square Garden between the Locks and Diplomats. And again, it's a little bit if you know me, but like I've been listening to Diplomats since I was younger. Not like since I was a child or anything when they were huge, but I kind of went back and listened, and I like them a lot. I'm a huge fan, at least of their older stuff. So I'm going into this versus Team Dipset. I mean, if you watched any of it, you know that they got their shit rocked.
Yeah,
I mean, did you guys watch any of it? Did you?
Only clips.
Only clips.
But I saw the timeline on like Twitter. Sorry.
Yeah, you probably saw the timeline, right? I mean, it's like if they've had a lot of issues recently. Aside from the music itself, like I know Jim Jones was super mad at Cameron for a while. Jewels was in jail for a while.
Yeah, he had the gun at the airport.
Yep, and I don't know. I mean, they were just fucking all over the place. They didn't know what they were performing. Like, why the fuck? Jim Jones was doing like non-diplomat. He was doing his own Bird Gang stuff. They had like Freaky Zeke was there, just like wailing. Like he was like not even like rapping words. He was just like going nuts on. I don't know. And then they had like, they had Jadakiss there, who was like, he was like the ringleader. He was perfectly performing everything. He was hyping everyone up. Styles P came in. They were doing freestyles from like old DJ interviews and stuff. I don't know. It was just like people might not like Dips. You guys don't. I know for a fact. You guys aren't huge fans of Diplomats. No. And I understand it, but I do think they have a certain cultural relevance. I think they
honestly, yeah, cultural relevance, but the matchup was like
no.
Okay,
but it's the thing the last verses we talked about was Gucci Mane versus Jeezy, and the thing about that was you can seriously argue that like the cultural influence of Gucci Mane might supersede Jeezy, even though there's more talent on one end. But this, I mean, if there was any question about it before, Dipset being the epitome of everything about rap besides the rapping. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good. They were rappers. And
they were fucking rappers without having to rap very well. But I mean, that doesn't compare to the guys who rap their fucking asses off day and night. You know what I'm saying?
And it's a versus too. It's not like this is like a
no, but party. They weren't even performing that well. They weren't even doing like some classic.
I'm saying Locks. Locks' genre is way better for a versus. Like they're both rap, but like Locks is a lot more bar heavy. So I mean, it just didn't seem like a fair matchup. Besides the fact that it's New York, like I can't see any reason why they would do that.
Well,
to
no,
Dipset.
I was thinking, some of those Dipset songs are fucking
They
classic.
should do Dipset versus like New Boy. I'm kidding, guys. All right.
Savior.
Sorry. I respect. I love Cameron. Like solo.
Here's what I'll say. If you want to go the actual talent wise, Cameron is extremely talented and he's unique as hell.
Yes.
Jewel Santana.
Doop.
Yeah.
She had Fruit Loops. Okay.
Poppy shot.
I was like, Cam is killer, man.
Yeah, killer Cam. I mean, and then Jewel's like, look, that dude. I don't know if I call him a good rapper in any way, word wise. Nazi, copy, poppy. And then Jim Jones is like, he's too aloof to be taken seriously.
He's a really likable guy, but he's way too aloof.
Too aloof, and like J.R. Writer, who gives a fuck about anyone else? Yeah, right. Like anyone else in Dipset, like who gives a fuck? Compared to Locks, it's just like it's no comparison, and they performed like that too. I don't know. It was interesting.
Well, yeah, I'm really happy Locks came out on top. I really don't hate Dipset. I just didn't like them when I was growing up as a kid, and I just don't listen to them now. But I am happy Locks won, and I'm happy Kiss is getting recognition like as a forefather, because I feel like he's a name everybody knows, but no one really like brings him up in terms of old school like New York rappers. So really love to see him get a lot of love in 2021, and I'm glad that Tyler the Creator has a crush on him. That's a good look.
Yeah, I'm good. They should link up.
They should link up.
I just thought it was interesting to compare like what we talked about with the first verses, like influence versus talent, and then it's like this just proves that talent supersedes anything.
Oh yes, every time. And influence is always something that is better in hindsight, never in the moment.
Right.
But anyway, this has been a very long episode as far as I can tell.
Yeah.
So I want to just wrap it up somewhat succinctly. You guys have anything you want to talk about, bring up before we say our goodbyes?
Well, shout out Leo Messi.
Yeah. And Cunningham. Welcome to Detroit City.
Yeah, Cunningham played today. He played.
Yeah, that's just a scrimmage.
Yeah, who cares?
But anyway, yes, thank you, everyone at home, for listening and watching and all this stuff. Gabe will be in Atlanta, and Max will be in Nashville, and I will be in Detroit for the time being. Maybe we'll see what I'm doing, But anyway, things are changing because Gabe is going to Atlanta. But I want to say thank you again for everyone who has watched, since day one or whenever you have joined the team, and stick around with us. It's only been inconsistent because we're getting used to the Zoom stuff, but we're still here. We're still listening to hip hop. We're still dissecting bars.
We still recorded. We had like 2 episodes.
We got like 2 whole episodes. I'm not even sitting on them because they're gone. But
they're gone.
Yeah, Zoom. We got another episode. Said no, we're good.
We have another episode we had a woman as a guest, and the only reason I haven't uploaded that yet is because it's evergreen. We can upload it whenever. But we have really funny bits from that. But yeah, stick around. It's always a fun time, and it's really fun to see how the show will evolve now that we're all going our separate ways. So you're gonna want to stick around for that. But anyway, that's all I had to say. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to follow us on all the social medias, all that good stuff. Give us feedback. Let us know what you think. And if you disagree with us, let us know. And if you have any hate comments for my 2 co-hosts, gladly leave them down.
What?
I will give them a heart.
No hate comments for you?
I'll probably delete those. But anyway, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Shameless Plug, and we will see you all next time.
Peace.
Bye, everyone. Wait, how do I stop recording?